Good morning, Ruffer family. This is Dr. Walker with another Tech Bit. Today we are going to be learning about Aristotle K-12. This is our new Chromebook management system. To be able to access this, you will go through Clever and find Aristotle K-12. Once you click on this, it will take you to your borderless classroom. It might ask you to sign in with your Google SSO one time, and that is your school email. Please click it and then accept all the next couple screens that pop up. Aristotle does sync with our PowerSchool account. However, we have been running into some issues where some classes are not syncing, and we are having to manually create those while our vendor finds out why these are not syncing correctly. Once you are in the classes, you will see your classes. You can always create a classroom as well. One of the important things to remember is if you create a classroom, to be able to add students, you will choose their display name, which is their first name dot ID number, not their full email. Again, it's their display name, which is their first name dot ID number. To be able to open a class, you click Open Classroom, and once you are in, you have to start your session. Just like ClassWise last year, there is the ability to set your class times if you want to do that, but also just clicking Starting Session will work. Once you are in your session, you will be able to see your students that are actually logged in at one time. On the left-hand side, you will see their screen. On the right-hand side, you can see a list of everything that they have open, including how many tabs. One thing I suggest is not to be on the activity screen, but actually the tabs. This actually shows you all the tabs that are open. So as an example, we see one, coolmath.com. If I had 6 students in the classroom on coolmath.com, this would show a 6. And I can close that for all the students at one time, or I can even block it during that class period. Just as simply as clicking block, and that page is now blocked. So it's a quick, easy way just to be able to see what is going on in the classroom. You do have a lot of options on here. If you scroll over their screen, you can see everything that's on here. You can chat with them. You can even set up filters for the individual student. In the top, there is a filter settings. This allows you to be able to set filters during your class periods where you can block and allow. One thing that we have heard is if students close their screen and open it back up, you do not have control of their class anymore. To be able to bring the student back into the class, all you need to do is go up and just add minutes. So right now I show 8 minutes. If I start a 10-minute session, that will bring all the students back into my class. Likewise, if you're in an ISP class and you have created your class, a general ed teacher might have started their class and taken control of the student. As the ISP teacher, you can restart your class and it will pull those kids right back in with you. So it's an easy way just to keep tracking of what's going on. Another important setting is under Settings and General Settings. You can choose how many tabs a student has open. So I'm going to choose 2 tabs, and the reason I choose 2 is because sometimes I might send them to a website that will open a second tab, and if you have that done to 1 tab, then that second tab will never open. So I already had 4 tabs open for this student, so it is currently showing those 4 tabs. If I close a couple, I'm able to see those two tabs are open, and I try to open a new tab. I receive a message that the tab limit has been reached and I cannot open a new tab on the student side. You can also push out websites to the students, one student at a time or all the students at the same time. If you go to tabs, you can type in the website and hit open site and hit open site, and it will push the student to that website you want them to go to. There are more advanced settings that we're able to do, but right now this is the basics of this. For secondary teachers, there is a test mode. I will be more than glad to come out and show you how to use that as we learn how to use it. The most powerful thing about it is if you have a test embedded in Schoology, you should be able to type in Schoology.com and hit start test, and then they won't be able to open up any other websites except for Schoology.com to take their test. For teachers at Rougher Innovations, or if you have students that are doing virtual, there is also a conference button. Conference allows you to start a virtual meeting, and students do not have to go to a special website to get access to this. You simply create a conference name, hit start, and then the student's camera turns on and they are pulled into your conference. So it is a great way to easily have those meetings with teachers as you need. As you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. We are all learning this system together. We do not have YouTube blocked this year. You can block it on your own. Likewise, at elementary schools or middle schools, if there are specific websites you want blocked at your site, email me and we can work on that. I do want the email coming from the principal or instructional coaches. That way we can assure that the entire school does want that blocked, because sometimes we block a website and then another teacher has to have it for instructional purposes. Thank you all and have a fantastic week.